I didn't hear climate change once in my degree program, not once. So I think that as we've kind of progressed and as EarthHacks has kind of grown, we've also seen it as an opportunity to kind of intervene and to expose students to this whole new world of possibilities that they are not getting to see in traditional education. My name is Sanjana Paul. I'm the co-founder and executive director of EarthHacks, an environmental hackathon organization. We work with students and organizations all over the world to harness hackathons as a form of climate action and advance experiential environmental education, as well as pushing forward a constellation of meaningful prototypes. So hackathons are a mainstay of the tech space. They have their roots in the open source software movement when people would get together and program things in each other's garages, usually over the span of a weekend, and they've become really, really popular on college campuses. They were particularly popular when I was in school as an engineering student. You've probably heard the phrase that climate change is a threat multiplier. EarthHacks is an opportunity multiplier. So you come to this hackathon for a weekend, you work on a challenge, you work on a project, you have a prototype, you can put it in your portfolio or an organization can use it, but you also hopefully walk away with friends, connections, an internship, an exposure to kind of this whole new world of possibilities. We've had the privilege of working on everything from wildlife conservation to heat mapping to environmental education to advancing the energy transition. So, the amount of cool things that have come out of EarthHacks, I think, are so immeasurable, especially because so much of it is education. And so much of it is that the hackathon is like the first step for students to then be able to go and do so many other things in their lives and in their careers. So at EarthHacks, I think we take a very high-level approach to the notion of design. Internally, there's a lot of focus on pedagogical design, right? We think very carefully about how is our educational model different? How is our educational model really pushing the bound in some way? One of our biggest design challenges thus far was kind of balancing the creativity, the imagine, and the education of hackathon projects with wanting to have some sort of tangible output from the hackathons themselves. So that led to the creation of two of our primary programs at EarthHacks. With our student-led hackathons, we focus on just supporting student hackathon organizers. And then with organizational hackathons, we focus on much more tighter constraints, like the output that we want to see is this type of dashboard, is this type of policy design. And the intention there is that the organizations that we're working with will have a plan to essentially adopt those projects and be able to take them forward. I think one of the ways I would really like to see the world change as a result of our work, I would actually like to see a shift where it's weird to not have climate and environmental considerations in every educational program. I worry that this isn't taken seriously enough because it's not necessarily producing a short-term return on investment. We need to move beyond that. This is serious. And then I think that we need people to listen. We really need people to listen to what we're talking about and think about how they relate to it.
There have been multiple waves of this this is the time we're gonna do it, the climate technology, the green wave. But one of the things that feels truly different about this time around is that the economic viability and the economic opportunity and the growth opportunity is not to be dismissed. It is the thing that even unlocks the conversations.
Absolutely.